Hello everyone, welcome to EHAVE Indonesia 2020 Goes Online. This is Institution Webinar Series. My name is Anton Hilman and I'm going to be moderating this webinar. This webinar is going to be presented by a representative of the Audencia. Please stay tuned until the end of this webinar because after the presentation, we will hold a Q&A session. If you have any question about the presentation or anything related to the institution, you can submit your question in YouTube's comment section anytime throughout the presentation. And now, please welcome Audencia.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sandra, and I'm an admissions counselor at Audencia Business School. And today I'll be conducting a presentation on our school. Look, I just want to make sure. Are you able to see my screen? There you go.
Yes.
So today I'll be presenting a little bit about Audencia, the school itself, and the international experience that you can expect while you're here, as well as some of our programs, life in the city of Nantes, and some of the scholarships that we offer. So Audencia was founded in 1900, and this year we're actually celebrating our 120th anniversary. Audencia Business School is highly ranked both in France and in Europe. We're ranked 6th in France and 40th business school in all of Europe. We also have the Triple Crown accreditation, and our focus at Audencia is corporate social responsibility. So it's something that you'll find in any of our programs, and all of our programs, even if it's not the specialization that you'll be doing. That's something that we really focus on, and we want that all of our graduates leave Audencia with that as part of their studies, and something that they will take on with them as they start their careers and have these management and decision-making positions in the future. Our pillars are academic excellence, professionalization, and internationalization. As I mentioned, we are Triple Crown accredited. So that means that we're accredited by EQUIS, by AACSB, by AMBA, and Audencia Business School is among the 1% of business schools throughout the world holding all 3 top international academic accreditations. We call this the Triple Crown. And since it's only 1% of business schools throughout the world, that's something that we always recommend students that they look for when they're looking at what business schools they want to apply for. As I mentioned, we are very high ranking, both international and nationally. We've been ranked this year for QS World University Rankings. Our Master in Management ranked 50th in the world, and our Supply Chain and Purchasing Management program ranked 15th in the world. We're also ranked 23rd for Career Services by the Financial Times. And as well, we're also ranked nationally here in France, often by CIGEM, L'Étudiant, Les Points, Les Figaro. So those are all ranking institutions that you can look for when you're looking to see where we are placed. Audencia Business School has several campuses here in France. We have 3 campuses in the city of Nantes, and we have 1 campus in Paris and several campuses in China. Our main campus is located in Nantes. Nantes is located on the west of France, about 50 kilometers from the Atlantic coast. We're only about a 2-hour train ride from Paris. So it's a great city that's smaller in size in comparison to a bigger city like Paris. We are the 6th largest city in France. And this city is very student friendly. We always tell students that it's a great place for students to come just because it's much smaller, which means it's less tourist, much more affordable, and it's very easy to get around everywhere via public transportation, the tram. We have a great public system here, or by walking or biking everywhere. We also have the weather that's quite mild, which makes it easier to get around a lot by foot and by bike. So while we do have several of our programs that are available in some of the other campuses, the majority of our master's programs will take place in our main campus in Nantes. Nantes is also known for its parks and its cultural and art life, which makes it a great place for students to come. It's also a great place if you don't already know French. It's a great place for you to learn French. You'll have a lot of opportunity to actually speak to the locals and have an opportunity to practice the language in a smaller city like Nantes. Another thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the international experience that you'll have here at Audencia. Our institution offers you one of the most international study environments in the world. We're ranked 5th in the world for diversity by The Economist and 6th by QS rankings. We not only will you have a internationalized curriculum and be in a classroom with students that are coming from all around the globe. We have about 35% of our student body that are international students. We have students that are coming from over 100 different countries every year, and about 50% of our teaching staff are international. So about 50% are French professors, and the rest are professors that are coming from all around the globe. So not only will you have your classmates that are coming from all around the globe, but your professors as well. And this will give you a different perspective and a different way of learning, not only through your professors and the different business professionals that will come into the classroom, but also your classmates. We also have over 200 global academic partners, which is great for when you're looking for an internship or a job. And related to that is our global network of our alumni network. We have alumni Audencia graduates all over the world. We have alumni chapters on 5 different continents. And this is a network that you can tap into once you're here at Audencia. And when you're looking for an internship, you can always reach out to our alumni or to the different partners that we work with, which both here in France and internationally. Some of those partners include L'Oréal, Louis Vuitton. So it really depends on what field you're interested in going, whether it's cosmetics, luxury, consulting, if you want to work for a car company, etc. You can always tap into our business partners and our alumni network to find those positions, to find those links into the companies. And that's another thing that I wanted to talk to you about, something that I always recommend to students once they're already here on campus. Do go see our career services team. They're there to assist you in the process of finding an internship, of finding a job. Our career services team, the majority of them are composed of previous HR workers, headhunters. They have the experience. They've worked in this for years before joining our team here at Audencia. So they'll definitely give you the tools to help you define your career goals. They'll help you with your search for an internship and a job. Once you already have a job interview for either an internship or a job, they'll do one-to-one interviews with you, mock interviews to help you prepare in both English and French. For example, let's say that you're applying for a job in France. They'll definitely help you prepare for that, as the questions that you may be asked in a job interview here in France may differ from what you're used to in job interviews in your home country. So they'll definitely help you with that. They also host different student and business forums and different workshops and meetings that can be very helpful for you as you decide what you want to do with your career moving forward. And after the program, you can often take different workshops and participate in different forums that are done by the career services team at Audencia. We also have a dedicated digital platform where you'll have access to over 90,000 internships and offers per year. So you'll have the opportunity to find a lot of different options that are available to you both here and in France and internationally. So whether your goal is to stay in France and gain some international experience here, or whether your goal is to move on to another European country or somewhere else in the world, or return home, you'll have access to our platform, our alumni network, our partner network, all that will get you a step closer to finding a job and securing an internship. Many of our internships, of our students who complete an internship do obtain employment as a result of their internship. So that is also something very important to keep in mind when you are looking for these internships. That being said, 92% of our students find a job before graduation or within 2 months of graduation, whether it be here in France or abroad. So those are just some information to keep in mind in terms of employment and what you can expect when you come to Audencia, the types of services that we have to offer you. And now I'll talk to you a little bit about our programs. I won't go into great detail. You can always contact us after for this if you have questions about any specific program. But we do have several different programs. We have 2 bachelor's programs, a Bachelor in Management and a BBA in Big Data Management. We also have several general management masters, our most popular program, the Master in Management. We also have the Management Engineering program, the International Master in Management, the European and International Business Management. We have a few specialized Masters of Science, like our Supply Chain and Purchasing Management program, Food and Agribusiness Management, Cognac and Spirits Management, and our newest program, the Data Management for Finance. And last but not least, our full-time MBA for students that have over 3 years of professional work experience. So just to talk to you about a few key information about our bachelor's program is that our Bachelor in Management, you have the option to complete this program in English or in French. The choice is entirely up to you. The program begins in September. It's a 3-year full-time program, and this program will definitely give you the academic skills that you'll need, and it'll give you an opportunity to have a professional experience as well, since you'll be required to do an internship. And it's a great program to do if you already know that you would like to go on and do a master's degree after. The program is located here in Nantes, and tuition for this program is $23,250 total for the 3 years, the overall cost tuition of this program. To be eligible for this program, you must have English proficiency or French proficiency. We do require an English proficiency test. We either accept the IELTS, TOEIC, TOEFL, or Duolingo English test score, or a French proficiency exam, DELF. And you must have a diploma that's the equivalent of a French baccalaureate, which is the equivalent of a high school diploma or a secondary studies diploma from your home country. Now to go on to talk about our master's program, like I mentioned, our Master in Management Quantico program is one of our most popular programs. This program is ranked 50th in the world by QS rankings. And the great thing about this program as well is that it's quite flexible. You have over 15 majors in the different fields of management, finance, and marketing to choose from. You also can complete this program in either English or French. The language requirements are the same as our Bachelor in Management program. This program also allows you to do an internship that can be as little as 4 months or up to 18 months. And you also have several opportunities to do double degrees, either here in France with partner schools or within other programs at Audencia, as well as partner schools abroad. Just to give you an idea of some of the specializations that this program offers and the languages that they're taught in this program, the Master of Management program, you can choose 2 specializations and they can both be from the same field. Or you can mix and match. You could do a specialization from, let's say, in corporate finance, but also a second specialization in consulting. For example, it really depends on you and what your career goals are. And this program is designed to be very flexible and allow you to adapt it to your specific needs. Like I said, we offer several different double degree options with our partner universities for example, Boston University in the US or Lancaster University in the UK, as well as some of our programs here in Nantes as well. To be eligible for this program, you must have a bachelor's degree from a non-French institution. So this program is open. International admissions are only open to international students who have a degree from a non-French institution. If you have any questions about that, you can always contact us and we can let you know whether you'd be eligible to apply via international admissions or if you'd be required to pass through our French admissions, which is the national concours. Other information to note about this program is that the program is a 2-year program. It can be up to 3 years if you decide to do an in-company 1-year internship experience. Tuition for this program is €29,750. We do offer several different scholarship opportunities that I will talk a little bit about towards the end of the presentation. Now I'll go on to talk to you a little bit about our Master of Sciences programs. Overall, for our Master of Science programs, all of these programs are taught in English. The programs begin in October, so during the fall intake. The structure of the programs are typically 9 months of classes, followed by a 4 to 6 month internship or professional project. If you have a 3-year bachelor's degree or a 4-year degree in a field other than business or engineering, you will be required to complete what we call the MSc Extended, which is an extended version of the program that begins in July and runs through October. It's done right before the program begins. The location for this program is also in Nantes and for all of these programs. And the tuition for these programs are $16,000 to $22,000, depending on the program that you decide. Some are general and some are more specialized. For this program, you'll also need English proficiency. So the previous test that I mentioned, if you are a native English speaker, or if you completed your undergraduate studies, your bachelor's degree entirely in English, you are not required to submit an English proficiency test. If you have any doubts about that or any questions, you can always contact us. about that. So that was a little bit of information on our programs. Like I said, we have several different programs. There's a lot of details in the programs. So if you have any questions about a specific program that you're interested in, please let us know, and we're able to help you with that. I also wanted to talk to you a little bit about budget and what you can expect when studying at Audencia, when studying here in Nantes. This budget is based on cost of living here in Nantes. So an average budget is around 750 euro for students. Students can expect to pay as little as 350 and up to 600 euro for rent, for housing here in Nantes. Once you've been admitted into the program, we will give you access to our housing platform that will help you you'll have access to all of the different housing options that are available to you, whether it's an apartment, shared housing with other students, whether it's staying with a French family, whether you want to do a flat share with other people. The options do vary. For students, I always tell students towards the 900, that's what you can expect if you are trying to live on your own. It's not recommended for students to try to rent an apartment by themselves, just because rent will be very high and it will increase your overall budget. We do recommend that students either do a flat share housing, staying with a French host family, which is one of the cheapest options, or doing one of the private student housing or the public student housing, which is called Cruise. If you have any questions about Cruise, you can always contact us as well, and we can provide you more information about the deadlines and when it is that you need to apply for Cruise. Another important thing to talk about is scholarships. We do offer several different scholarships for our programs. Here is some detailed information about our scholarships. What I will mention is that admissions are done on a rolling, we do rolling admissions. So that means that for the majority of our programs, we don't have a specific deadline that you must apply for. We do, however, have application deadlines for our scholarships. Some deadlines to keep in mind, the most important one is January 31st. For students that apply before January 31st, they can be eligible to receive our early application solidarity scholarship. You don't have to do anything else to obtain the scholarship besides applying by January 31st. We have a second deadline, which is February 28th, and a third deadline on March 31st. The amounts vary depending on the program, but it is one of the easiest ways that you can obtain a scholarship. We also do have the diversity scholarship, which is for students from underrepresented nationalities. Indonesian students fall under that category. So if you are applying to any of those programs, you could be eligible to obtain one of the scholarships that are listed on this slide. We also have some project-based scholarships for our food and agribusiness program and our full-time MBA, as well as several excellence scholarships. So when you're applying, if you have any doubt about what scholarships you are eligible for, you can certainly contact us and let us know. We'll let you know which scholarships you would be eligible for and which scholarship would be best suited for the program that you are applying for. So some key information on how to apply. Application process is quite simple. We first invite you to go to our program website, master.audencia.com, to check the eligibility requirements, some of which I went over, and scholarships, etc. Once you've determined the program that you're interested in, we invite you to go to apply.audencia.com and fill out your application. The cost of the application is 100 euro, but we can waive that fee. All you have to do is contact us at international@audencia.com, and we can take that care of that for you. Without paying the application fee or without waiving your application fee, your application is not complete. Once your application is complete, we will review your application, which typically takes between 1 to 3 business days, and you'll be invited to schedule an admissions interview with a member of the admissions team. After your admissions interview, you'll receive an admissions decision within 10 days. Like I said, we do rolling admissions, so that means that we get a response to you very quick. We are aware that you're applying to other schools, so we want to get you our answer as soon as possible. Once you receive your admissions decision, if you are admitted into the program, all you have to do is accept the admission and finalize your registration. You'll receive more information about that once you've been admitted into the program. Here's just some key information for you. To contact us, our email, international@audencia.com. You can also contact us via Skype, and you can join us on Facebook and Instagram. If you'd like to schedule a call with a member of the admissions team, you can always follow the link that's posted on this slide to schedule a one-to-one call. That was it for the presentation. So now I'm available to answer any questions that you may have.
All right. So interesting to hear the presentation. Thank you. Merci beaucoup, Madame, for your presentation. Now we will begin the Q&A session. I will read the question from YouTube comment section. The first question, it goes, Bonjour, I'm sorry because I was a bit late to join your presentation. Is French language mandatory to apply to your university, or will it be totally in English? Thank you.
Bonjour, like I mentioned, we do have the majority of our programs that are English taught, so French is not a requirement at all. We do have the Bachelor in Management program and the Master in Management program that allow you to do the French track. For that, you would be required to speak French. So a DELF or a DELF test would be required for you. For all of our other programs, absolutely not. If you do have a French proficiency and are completing an English program, you can still submit your certificates if you have any, just because you can get extra points at admission if you have any type of French proficiency.
Très bien, merci beaucoup. Next question. Hello, does Audencia Business School offers short course program like winter or summer course? If you do, what is the main requirement? Thank you.
Yes, we do offer both winter and summer programs, short-term programs. Unfortunately, I don't have much information about that. I invite you to contact my colleagues at either summer@audencia.com or winter@audencia.com. If you need any additional information, you can also contact us at international@audencia.com, and we can connect you with our colleagues that handle the short-term programs. But we do we're currently accepting applications for our winter short-term programs.
Merci. The third question. Hello, how is the international student life at Audencia Business School? Thank you.
Yes, so here at Audencia, obviously this year has been a little bit different just because of the pandemic, but normally we do host a lot of different events with both our national and international students, so they can mix and mingle. We have several different associations, different clubs that you can join and be a part of to meet other students. So it's a great environment for you to actually get to know each other and mix between program to program. So even if in your program there's not as many international students as you hoped, there's a lot of international students on our campus in general that you can meet, and vice versa. If you are hoping to make friends with French students, but there's not as many French students as you would have hoped in the program that you chose, there are other ways to integrate and interact with our students via our clubs, associations, and different events that Audencia and the student body host.
Merci. Thank you very much. The next question, what is the DELF level requirement for the program in French?
I believe for the bachelor's program, it's a minimum of B1. But it's recommended that you have a B2 or a C1. But in some cases, I think the B1 is accepted. For the Master in Management program, I think it's a B2 or C1.
Okay, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Bonjour. The next question. Bonjour. Any minimum score of IELTS test to join your program, especially cognac and spirit management, because apparently I'm interested in this field. Thank you in advance.
Wonderful. We're happy to hear that you're interested in that program. It's actually a very interesting program that takes place both in Nantes and during the second semester. If you do decide to join, you'll have the opportunity to go to Gonzague in the Cognac region here in France. So do reach out to us for more information about this really exciting program. In terms of the IELTS score, we do have a minimum requirement score. However, we do invite you to apply with the score that you have. Because not only do we take into account your English proficiency score, but we also do an admissions interview with you in the language of the program that you'll be completing. So for the majority of the interviews are done in English, and it's also a great opportunity for us to test your spoken English. So even if you, let's say, scored a little bit on the lower end for your IELTS score, that's okay if you have a higher GPA and you do great in your interview. So don't worry that much about that. You can always contact us if you have any doubts about your score, whether you feel like you should retake it, and we can give you some advice about that.
Merci. Next question. It goes, Bonjour. Very interesting presentation. I have a question. Do I have to speak French even though the program is in English? Does Audencia Business School have a program for me to learn French while I'm studying? Thank you.
Yes, so you do not need to speak French at all to join our English top programs. If you want to learn French while you're here, for fall 2021, I don't have the information yet whether we'll be offering French courses on campus or not. We usually do offer French courses that are available to students. Some years, students have to pay for them. Other years, they're free. So it really depends. At the moment, I don't have the information for the coming fall 2021 intake, but later this year in the summertime, we should know because that's when students have to sign up. You'll be contacted by your program coordinator if that's a possibility. Even if Audencia does not offer French courses for fall 2021. There are a lot of options available to you here in Nantes in general through the University of Nantes or other small private schools. If you wish to take French, coming to France and being integrated into the culture and the language, I think it's a great opportunity for you to learn French. It'll be easier to learn while you're here. You can always start preparing on your own by using YouTube or different sources, free sources that are available online. But learning French while you're here will definitely be a great thing to add to your CV that will help with your career moving forward. So I definitely recommend it, and do keep in touch with us so we can update you on whether it will be offered and whether it will be there will be a fee or if it will be free for fall 2021.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you for your answer. Next question is about the part-time job. Is there any possibility to do part-time job, and what kind of part-time job?
So we do. So all students holding a student visa are allowed to work in France for up to 20 hours per week. So if you are holding a student visa, it is indeed possible to work. That being said, Audencia Business School does not offer student work. So you would have to find employment outside of Audencia. Several international students do this via babysitting jobs or working at restaurants or shops or things like that, mostly on the weekends or on the evenings. The majority of students don't work the 20 hours, and that's because that's a lot. The majority of our master programs are very time consuming. They're very intensive. So you'll have a lot of work to do, etc. So we don't, well, you can, and if you have the financial need to work the 20 hours per week, it is indeed possible, but it will be quite challenging. We usually recommend students that they work up to 10 or 15, mostly during the week. And we also require that students maintain an availability between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday through Friday for the program. So even if you don't have classes per se, the majority of our master's programs do have a lot of group work, a lot of presentations, a lot of things that you'll have to do outside of the classroom. And we do ask that students stay available within those times so it can be easy to coordinate amongst each other. But yes, you can indeed work in France.
All right, thank you for your answer. Next question, and it would be the last question for this session. Okay, and it goes, for Indonesian high school student, is it possible to apply with their national high school diploma?
So for our Bachelor in Management program, what you'll need besides the English proficiency test score is you'll need to have a high school diploma from your home country. So for Indonesian students, they're eligible to apply. If you are currently in your last year, you obviously don't have your diploma yet. So what we would need you to submit is your transcripts or mark sheets or grades, any official grades from your school up until now. If you have any doubts about that, we can, of course, help you figure that out. But any report cards, grades, transcripts, that will do for up to this year or up to this semester when you're applying. And then before the start of the program, we will ask you to submit your official high school diploma.
Okay, thank you for your answer. As we still have 2 minutes left, maybe it will be the last question. Okay. Is it possible to apply with the prediction score for IELTS?
So the thing with a English proficiency test, you can apply without an English proficiency test. So let's say that you found a program and you have everything you need except for your IELTS or your TOEFL. You can apply without it. The only thing is it's just more than likely that your application will go for review for the program director, and it'll be them who makes the final decision on your application. So it's okay if you don't have your English proficiency test. You can still be admitted into a program, and you'll just be required to submit it later on throughout the semester at any point before you start the program. So while you don't need it at that moment, we do recommend that if you have it, to submit it, because it obviously increases your points at admission and makes the admission process for you easier, but you can definitely apply without.
Okay, that's the end of our Q&A session. Just a reminder that you can connect with the representative through the information given earlier. Merci beaucoup, Madam, for your
Merci
presentation.
beaucoup.
And I hope
Thank
to
you
see
so
you again.
much.
Have a good day.
Likewise. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. And to all the audience, thank you for watching. And for your information, we will organize virtual fair this Friday and Saturday, 27 and 28 November, where you can connect directly with the university. For more information, please visit our website, event.ehaf.id. Thank you and see you in our next session.